you're all doing well out there. I'm trying to get this set up properly. Please bear with me. Take this off. I hope you guys are all having a good day. I'm here to read from the Archangel Michael book for you guys. So if I don't see you come in, please like the video. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already. And I'm just gonna get started. It's the Sword of Blue Lightning. I am Archangel Michael. I am here under call. You are truly blessed, dear one. The power within the blue lightning, the sword that I, Archangel Michael, carry, and the legions of angels under my command carry, is forever there for the calling upon by human beings. The angels of blue flame are a legion, and they travel forth under the direction of the heart, love. They are called by love. They follow no direction except the direction of love and the greatest good. When you are wallowing in the illusion that is darkness, and you call upon the legions under the command of I, Archangel Michael, or the legions under the command of Archangels Gabriel or Raphael, any of the great archangels, we will come. We will come and assist you by cutting the threads connecting you to discordant human qualities. It has been decreed by the Council of Archangels that every human being who asks will be sent 4 warrior angels. These will be angels of blue flame. This gift will be mentioned in these cards again, but this is the card that gives you those 4 warrior angels. They will stand with you in all ways, always. Go now to a place, a sacred quiet place, and bless the Divine Mother who has now taken form in the center of the earth. Ask for the Divine Father God to transform you now, for you to remember to be holy, holy, the projection of love that you truly are. Resolve to have cut away from you forever with the power of the sword of blue lightning. Every thread connecting you to discordant human patterns, discordant human habits that bind individuals in darkness, this will be done. Hi there, thank you for being here. Understand, sin is nothing, no thing. Sin is the discordant part of human qualities, the little self, the ego, the part of you that wills to not take self into the safety of love within higher consciousness, your higher mental body. This is all sin is. Sin is mankind being discordant by not allowing, through free will, your I am presence, your highest evolvement, to flow forth and express full divinity upon this planet. That is why our angels, my angels, are with you in this 3rd dimensional reality. Angels of love, angels of blue flame, I am angels. Healing angels are everywhere throughout your world, ready to assist in an instant to those who call. I, Archangel Michael, hold in my hand the great sword of blue lightning. My sword holds the power to cut all and any one thing that is discordant anywhere, anytime, for I am Archangel Michael. The qualities within the sword of blue lightning are infinite vision, infinite compassion, infinite wisdom. Within these pure crystalline qualities are all knowledge, all power, for blue lightning is a sacred fire sword, composed of blue fire lightning. No discordant thread is strong enough to withstand blue lightning. No one thing can stand in the way of the power within the sword of blue lightning, the power which is absolute unconditional love. Hi there, how are you? Thank you for being here. I'm going to continue reading. We will give you a meditation at the end of this card. We give you the power of the blue lightning, and you will feel this within your whole being, as it is infused into your flesh body. As you go about your daily application on earth, understand there are billions of angels surrounding this planet, and there have been thousands of angels who have given their life essence to restore and heal Gaia's body, to heal this planet of humans' unkind mistakes, humans' unkind ignorance, human unkind greed, and all human dictates that cause distress to your grandmother, the being known to you as Gaia, known to us as Tetlacordia. Angels are clearing the atmosphere of Earth every day. Every second, I and Archangel Gabriel have cleaned the earth of discarnates, who, by lowering their vibration during life with discordant human dictates, fell so far into the darkness that upon death could not reach the light. This planet is now cleansed of discarnates, but the accumulated, projected, discordant thought patterns of mankind have hideously contaminated Earth's atmosphere. It is time for human beings to assist us by asking the angels of blue flame to clear this cloud of despair. For hundreds of years, angels have cleared from the atmosphere the projected discordant thoughts from human beings. These discordant forms were taken away from over the land masses and placed over the oceans, where they could cause the least harm to Earth and mankind. Now billions of projective thoughts from every moment, from every one of the billions of humans on this planet, has become such a cloud of discord that there is no place to shove it anymore. This is why it is absolutely necessary for every human being, and you in particular, to place into your decrees, your prayers, a request for the legions of the archangels Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael to come forth and clear the atmosphere of beloved Gaia. Hi. What am I reading? I'm reading from the Archangel Michael's. It's the Tools for Remembrance. There is a term used by all human beings of all religions on your planet, an expression which is fallen angels. It is a generic term which refers to humans who have fallen from a state of grace by their own choice. This is the fall into the darkness of believing human dictates as truth. There are also human beings incarnated on this planet who are of angelic souls. Some angels have the ability in their angelic soul pattern to incarnate as human beings. These souls come from all the angelic realms to assist human evolvement. Understand this. Falling is not an act of disgrace. It only means the angel has fallen into a human form to release from within their soul pattern the power of angelic nature. There have been many more angels born on this planet since the year 1995. The souls of many human children, 3 years and younger, are from the angelic realms. These souls have come to serve. As they mature, they will be called forward as the angels of freedom. These incarnated angels carry the lighted lamp of freedom for humankind. Swords of blue lightning, which are now hidden in their etheric bodies, will be unsheathed as these angelic souls manifest fully their remembrance, which will come forth in instant recognition as the new millennium begins in the years 2000 to 2020. These angels of light are expanding in consciousness much quicker than all human beings who came before them. During the 18 million years Civilized humans have been on this planet. It has been wonderful when we see the human mind willing to look into the deeper aspects of life and allow the heart to finally condition the decision. This is wonderful to see, and this is why, dear one, you have chosen this card today. By using their swords of blue lightning, this is the day the blue flame angels will bestow their blessings on you. Go to that sacred place, physically or in your mind or heart. As you stand there, call forth your I Am presence to place a tube of electronic white light around you. Call forth Saint Germain to activate the spiraling Ascended Master blue flame. Call forth the spiraling blue flame of Archangel Michael. Face any direction. See yourself in the middle of a square. 2 arms length to your front, right, is an angel of blue flame. 2 arms length from your left hand in front of you, off to the side, is another angel of blue flame. To the back of you, 2 arm lengths to the left and to the right are another 2 angels of blue flame. They stand with you, all 5 of you facing the same direction. Call me Archangel Michael and ask in your mind me to overlight you. Think of me as a giant being, 80 feet tall, overlighting all 5 of you. For 60 seconds, visualize these 2 great spiraling blue flames blazing up through the angels and yourself. These are your 4 warrior angels, and they are with you forever. You do not have to recognize or see them or know their names, but know this, dear one, they are there. Before you envision this, take time to contemplate the picture of my sword. Think of me as a giant standing where you are, overlighting you. I will take my sword and slice down one side, down the other, on all 4 sides of your body, slicing through the threads underneath your feet and over your head. I will turn blue lightning flat-edged, and then slowly my sword shall descend through your whole being. It is 9 feet wide and comes down through your 4 bodies into the earth, collecting all accumulated discord like a golden net. Then I will slowly raise it up through your bodies, releasing all discordant energies up into the higher octaves to be harmonized. Next, I will gently lower it down through you, bringing light into your body. 3 times this is to be done. Do this every day, using the power of my beautiful sword. Know that every molecule within blue lightning is the hand of a healing angel. As my sword travels through every cell of your body, every atom will release the light within. You will feel the cleansing. You will feel light moving through, balancing by dissolving every accepted discordant thought which has been impregnated into your cellular memories from the time beyond. All will be dissolved. This is a blessing. You are truly blessed this day, dear one. Bring this action into your visionary process for the envisioning. It will be. I am Archangel Michael. Do not hesitate to understand my presence, and do not misunderstand. Do not underestimate my ability to command and my ability to speak to his children. It is a very simple choice before you this day. I ask you to do this meditation each day. It is your choice, and I ask you to honor my request. I ask you to go inside to that place of peace. Stand and bring this vision forth every day. Your angels will go wherever you send them to serve. As you request any good thing for yourself or others, send your angels to assist those people who are in chagrin, who are in harm's way, to those who do not yet know how to protect themselves. Share with them information concerning warrior angels and encourage them to acquaint themselves with their own angelic floor. Hi there. If you desire a thing in your world to be manifested, ask your heart. If the answer is yes, it is constructive form for my growth. Then send an angel to bring you this greatest good. If you require abundance, send an angel out to clear the path. Angels will go ahead of you and move things around so that you are protected. If they know where you are going, for you are the will, say, Dear angel, I am going here today. Please clear the way and bring all that is perfect into my world. One will go ahead of you and be with other angels that are also there. There are many, many legions of angels on this planet. Some angels have even left Earth because they had not enough to do, because human beings are not asking for their assistance. Angels have less opportunity to assist you until they are asked, dear one. Then they become fully empowered. The sword of blue lightning is only given to those who understand purity of intention. We understand you have humanness, and we perceive it correctly. Humanness is allowed until you come to terms with your own divinity. Only those who know the eternal flame resides within are allowed to carry the power of the sword of blue lightning. When you become a member of Archangel Michael's Legion in the human form, my sword will be impregnated into your flesh body. Hi there, welcome in. Every time you activate my sword, you will be infused with the power of divine love. The sword of blue lightning is the power of divine love in sword form. Archangel Michael's sword of blue lightning will cut all threads connecting you to discord, allowing joy and peace to manifest into your world. There are many sons and daughters of light on earth, and everyone is one of our own. We, the archangels and our legions, protect the children on earth. I am Michael, and it is my command, you are protected. Dear one, dear human, dear friend, you are the point of my sword. Do not ever fear again. Impregnated now into your physical body is the power of my flame, the power of blue sacred fire lightning. Bring this power forth as you will to advance in all ways, always your own greatest good, the greatest good of all humankind and Gaia. I am Lord Michael. Choose love, not fear. Thank you for being here. I'm going to move on to The Wisdom of a Broken Heart, and it's by Lars Mule, and it is the Gospel of Yeshua and Miriam. Hi, Ray. Sorry that you guys left. You're missing out. The Emerald Tablet and the Robe of Glory, the Cosmic Christ, the complete heavenly union in isogenic human being. And the angel said, learn the Emerald Tablet's wisdom and clothe yourself in the Robe of Glory. However, before you can clothe yourself in this robe, you must first learn to read and understand the Emerald Tablet. This tablet contains the philosophy of eternity. Its teachings are contained in the present book, but their original form from ancient times is set down here. You might want to get a pen and paper and write these out. The Emerald Tablet. Number 1. Truth is without falsity, untouchable, and pure. 2. That which is above is the same as that which is below, and that which is below is the same as that which is above. It is so in order that it can constitute the miracle of unity. 3. And just as everything is created through the contemplation of the One, so has everything come into being through a single united action, thought. 4. The Father of Truth is the sun, and its mother is the moon. The wind, the Holy Spirit, carried it in its womb, while the earth nourished it. 5. It is Mother Father that has created the whole universe. 6. Their power is unrivaled when it makes itself known to the world. 7. It can separate the earth element from the fire element, the subtle from the coarse, with grace and great wisdom. It ascends from earth to heaven and then already descends to earth again, to unite within itself both the eternal and the transitory. Through this vibration, you will possess the power of light in the world, and all darkness will disappear. This is the strongest of all energies, the energy of energy. It breaks down anything that is unyielding and breaks through every hardened shape. 10. This is how the world was created. 11. By intimidating this process, everyone will be able to achieve similarly wonderful results. 12. I am therefore called Hermes Trismegistos, owner of the trilateral wisdom of the world. 13. That which I have to say about the sun and its function is complete. The text of the Emerald Tablet is not only a creation story, but also describes an underlying state. The essential point is that the world of man, that which is below, is an exact copy of that which man perceives as being its higher reality, that which is above. Man must first understand the desirability of raising itself or elevating itself at the level of the heart before it can truly acquire the knowledge necessary to repose in the heart. Conscious work with the higher forces and energies will only be possible when man reposes here. When someone has found repose within their heart, they will be able to take on the robe of glory, their robe of glory. Only a fully integrated person can do this. Only someone who has understood the importance of incarnating physically with their whole being can attain to this robe and will therefore be able to integrate the ethereal and astral bodies as a consciousness reality. This is the true Trinity and the true light body. Hi there, welcome in. I'm just reading the Emerald Tablets. Complete incarnation means you have worked on all aspects of your personality, your mind, and your nature. You have dared open every door in your already subconscious and have not considered yourself above, allowing the least of your shadows and demons to be revealed. You have looked the shadows and demons already in the eye, danced with them, and gradually transformed them from being passive and undesirable powers, which from their hiding place in the dark, more or less, directed your life and led to neurotic behavior. Already they have been revealed and transformed into positive influences on your life and your personality. The darker aspects of a being can't be broken down or transformed unless they are first brought to light. Very often the qualities you must wish to acquire lie hidden behind your own demons. Attachment to the physical leads to desire. This leads to problems throughout the body. Therefore, I say to you, be in harmony with yourself. If you are out of balance, attempt to express your true nature. Let those who have ears hear. After having said this, Yeshua greeted them all and said, "Peace be with you." May heavenly peace, born within you and develop within you, be on guard and don't allow anyone to seduce you by saying, here it is, or there it is, because the Son of Man is to be found within you. Seek him there, because the one who seeks him will find him. This is the Gospel of Miriam, chapter 9, verses 1 to 20. God bless you guys. Thank you for sticking around. In order to integrate your shadows, you have to already accept them and understand fully that your perception of what is perfect is an illusion. The dream of perfection is usually merely an undermining already mechanism, devised by your little self and springs from fear of losing neurotic control over your life. But this self has another aspect, the higher self. It is this that should rise to the occasion and set the agenda. It neither dreams of nor craves perfection. The higher self just is, and in that way is perfect. Your higher self is, in many ways, identical to your intuition. If you don't use your intuition, it won't use you. Therefore, use it. As with everything else in life, the principle that practice makes perfect is relevant here. The fear of messing up the dance steps should not prevent you from stepping onto the dance floor. Any mistake can be corrected. Neglecting to do what is necessary because you are afraid of the consequences is to fly in the face of superior knowledge. If sin as a term should have any meaning at all, it is maybe in this connection. As Joshua says, the Holy Spirit, your true spirit, is in reality the only thing you can sin against. Apart from this, there is no such thing as sin. To get closer to your higher self, you need to look at what is feeding your little self, which is your neurotic tendencies has taken the upper hand. Are you at the mercy of your emotions? Are you happy one minute and sad the next? Are you easily knocked off balance by anything and everything? If this is the case, you can use an arm's length principle to deal with the trials that assail you. Keep your fears, worries, jealousies, or anger at arm's length, and discover that you don't need to take everything so personally. Keep things in perspective. There is nothing wrong with being angry or jealous. The problem comes when these emotions control you rather than you them. Other undesirable elements that control you also need to be brought out and looked at. Bad habits that keep you in your locked state, an exaggerated use of TV, sugar, alcohol, and other drugs, needs to be transformed. Be aware of and work on creating a balance between your inner and outer relationships. Every bad habit you get rid of brings you a step closer to your higher self. When the higher self has regained its rightful place, you can begin on the next step. You begin to see with your intuition the extent of possibilities available to your multi-universal being. You no longer take anything too personally. Nothing can insult, degrade, or ignore you because you no longer experience insult, degradation, or being ignored as anything more than limits other people have chosen to live with. You have stepped away from such limitations, and they therefore no longer have power over you. Instead, you apply yourself to the task you came here to do, despite circumstances and consequences. However, you do make sure you don't harm others, either in thought or in deed. Hi there, welcome. I'm reading Wisdom of a Broken Heart, the emerald tablets. And Desire said, I didn't see you descend, but now I see you ascending. Why are you lying to me when you belong to me? The soul answered, I saw you, but you neither saw nor recognized me. I was close to you, dressed in my spiritual attire, but you did not notice me. After having said this, the soul was inevitably glad and entered the third sphere known as ignorance. Ignorance asked the soul, where are you going? You have evil intentions. It is obvious you have no powers of discernment and are a slave to yourself. The soul answered, why are you judging me when I judge no one? I have experienced great difficulties, but have not made things difficult for anyone. I have not been recognized, although I have experienced that all created things shall perish on earth as in heaven. Released from the third sphere, the soul continued its ascent and entered the fourth. This has 7 manifestations. The first is darkness, the physical. The second, desire, the astral. The third, ignorance, the mental. The fourth, deadly jealousy. The fifth, the prison of the body. The sixth, poisoned wisdom. The seventh, deceitful wisdom, the earthly. These are the 7 manifestations of anger, and they force the soul into a corner with their questions. Where are you going, vagabond? The soul answered, I have eliminated that which has oppressed me. My place of imprisonment is broken open. My desire is gone, and I have freed myself from my ignorance. I left the world within the help of other reality. A pattern of life and behavior was changed by the way of a new pattern of behavior and attributes belonging to a higher model. I am now on my way towards trust, where time becomes a drop in the ocean of eternity. I am on my way to silence. After having said all this, Miriam was quiet because it was in silence that the teachers talked to her. Hi there. I'm glad you're still here. Thank you for being here. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you away. Come on back. You're safe. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Say hello. Welcome. Your higher self is constantly in contact with your ethereal and astral bodies. In periods when it isn't you, you will receive messages from the astral plane through your dreams instead. The quality of this communication depends on how skilled you are in interpreting your dreams. Every dream has a hidden message for you. In general, all the people in your dream will represent aspects of your own nature. It is only when you have established stable communication with your ethereal and astral realities that your dreams will achieve perfect clarity and develop a prophetic character. Then the people you dream about will often relate to those same people in the world of reality. I'm having some coffee. It's raining here today. I'm grateful you guys keep coming back. I really appreciate it. The following is written in the Hermetic Mystery School's textbook. Dressed in your robe of glory, which is the integrated physical, ethereal, and astral light being, nothing can surround you, but you can surround everything. Of all things, this light being is the fastest and the mightiest. You have merely to think that something is as it is in order to understand that it is so. Bid your light being travel to any place or country of your choice. And faster than you could move on the physical plane, you will be able to travel whenever and wherever you wish. Nothing can block the light being's path. Neither the sun nor the endless universe of a sphere of planets. Thrusting its way through everything, the light being will fly upwards to the outermost limits of all corporeal things, and if you should wish to break out of the very universe and view things from outside the cosmos, even that is allowed. See what power and speed you have. And when you can move like that, think what God can achieve. You also realize that this is how God contains the whole cosmos and himself in everything there is. Everything is contained in it as thought forms conceived by divine power. Unless you compare your own capacity with God's power, it is impossible for you to understand it because like understands like. Raise yourself up above all physical things. Raise yourself above time and remain eternal. That's when you will understand God. Imagine even for you nothing will be impossible. Are you not a true child of God? Remember, in reality, you too are immortal and are capable of understanding all things in your thoughts and are versed in every art and science. Sorry about that. Stay. Anyways, I'm just going to continue reading. Find your home in every living creature's dwelling. Raise yourself up above all heights and descend lower than any depth. Remember, the heights the ascent can lead you to are proportional to the depths you have dared to penetrate. Gather all qualities and their opposites within yourself, hot and cold, wet and dry, water and fire. Imagine you are simultaneously to be found everywhere, on land, at sea, and in heaven and within, whatever universe you might wish to see. Imagine you are not yet conceived, that you are in your mother's womb, that you are old, that you are dead, that you are in the world beyond the grave. Grasp all that is your thoughts in that same moment, all times and places, all substances and qualities and potentials. That is when you will understand God. I'm having troubles with my phone staying up, so be patient with me. We're reading the Emerald Tablets. I use the Apothecary to keep everything up. Sorry to see you go. I know I don't like going on lives either. Where are we? If you keep your soul imprisoned within your body, and you devalue yourself and say, I know nothing, I can do nothing, I'm afraid of the earth and the sea, and I'm not able to attain the kingdom of heaven. I don't know what I was, neither do I know what I can become. Then what connection can you possibly have with God? The path will lead you to higher awareness, is paved with the desire, the hope, and the ability to know God, and that is an easy path to travel. The divine power will surround you and will reveal itself to you because God is in everything. Thus, when you repose in your heart and can communicate, with ease through your uppermost energy centers, the gates of prophecy will open up for you. You can then take your seat in the chariot of fire, free from any kind of limitation. Your thoughts are the vehicle, your feelings are the fuel. You are now free to travel home to your heavenly source or to remain in your earthly incarnation and offer your help whenever it is needed. I'm going to be ending this live soon. I'm going to read the hymn of the robe of glory. When I was a child and lived in my father's palace and enjoyed the wealth and luxury that surrounded me, my parents provided me with provisions and sent me away from my homeland in the east. They gave me a burden and a task, no heavier than I could bear alone, from my great treasury, gold from the land above, silver from the great treasures and gems, Indian stars and agates from Cushan. They also armed me with steel and brought out my robe, set with gems and glittering gold, and had been created because of their love for me, together with a golden cape made in my size, and they entered into the covenant with me and impressed it on me so that I wouldn't forget. If you travel down to Egypt and collect the pearl, which is to be found in the land of the all-destroying serpent, you must put on your robe of glory together with this cape, which is to be worn over it, and together with your brother and the second in command, you will be in our kingdom's emissary. I set out from the east with 2 companions and followed a very difficult and dangerous route. I was very young to undertake such a journey. I crossed the Masani River at the Trader's Ford and reached the land of Babylon. I continued down to Egypt where my companions left me. I immediately sought out the serpent and remained close to its nest. I waited for it to doze and fall asleep so that I could take the pearl from it. When I was alone in the new country, my lifestyle changed, and I was seen as a stranger, even by my own countrymen. But I recognized one from my own lineage, born free as I was, a young, beautiful boy, the son of a certain tailor. He kept me company. And he became my best friend, with whom I shared the secret purpose of my journey. Being aware that I could take care when among the Egyptians and avoid drawing attention to myself. Oh, I need to plug my phone in. Low battery. We are going to have power. Okay. Don't know how this is going to work, but we will just continue on. You guys rock. Thank you for being here with me. Well, the phone is being difficult. Let's see how I can do this. I'm just going to have to hold it and read on. Okay. I shared the secret purpose of my journey. Being aware that I should take care when among the Egyptians and avoid drawing attention to myself, I dressed like them so as not to resemble a stranger who had come to steal the pearl, which would provoke them and the serpent. However, by some unknown means, they found out that I wasn't one of them. They treated me therefore as a traitor and led me astray and let me feed from their trough until I completely forgot that I was the son of a king and served their king instead. I forgot the pearl that my parents had sent me to find, and I fell into a deep sleep caused by the stranger's life of ignorance. While I slept, my parents became aware of my state and they grieved for me. A proclamation was sent throughout my parents' kingdom, calling for all its inhabitants to meet in front of the palace. The kings and the civil servants of Parthia and all the wise men of the East decided that I should not be left in Egypt. Therefore, the wise tailor wrote me a letter. From your father, the King of Kings, and your mother, the ruler of the East, and all their subjects, we greet you. Awake and arise from your slumber. Listen to the wordings of this letter, and remember that you are the son of a king. You have fallen lower than the most wretched of slaves. Remember your golden robe of glory, decorated with gems. Remember the pearl, the reason you were sent to Egypt. Your name can now be read in the book of life, together with your brother's name, he who was your responsibility. When the letter had been written, the king sealed it to avoid the inhabitants of Babylon and the tyrannical demons in the labyrinth becoming aware of its contents. I awoke immediately because I recognized the tone of the letter. I picked it up and kissed it while reading it. And that which was written was a copy of what was engraved on my heart. And I remembered at once that I was the son of a king, and my freedom was of great importance to my people. I remembered the pearl, and that I had been sent to Egypt to take it from the terrifying serpent. I put my misery behind me by praying in my parents' name, and in the blink of an eye snatched up the pearl and hurried to prepare my journey home. I took off the dirty clothes, left them lying behind me, and traveled toward the light from the east. On my journey, I met a woman who raised me up. She awakened me, and her voice was like an oracle, leading me towards the light. The royal silken robe shimmered before my eyes. Her love led me closer and closer. I passed by the labyrinth and passed by Babylon on the left-hand side until I reached the coasts of Meson. But I was in no state to revive my radiance because I was very young when I set out on my journey, and I left it behind in my parents' palace. Then suddenly I saw my robe reflecting like a mirror, and in it I saw a complete person. And through that I recognized and saw my true self. Because even though we have come down from the one, there comes a period when we are separated, after which we again shall be healed and become one. I saw two creatures, but within them both existed just one pattern, a royal symbol, split in two parts. And they carried all my riches in their hands, while they gave me my reward, the beautiful robe of glory, which its heavenly colors, embroidered with gold and gems and pearls. It could be fastened at the collar, and the king's image was impressed all over it. Lapis lazuli stones were attached at the neck and in the most beautiful manner, and I saw that it was completely woven through with wisdom and divine knowledge, which radiated from it. Then I saw that it wished to speak. I heard it say, I belong to the one who is stronger than any human being, and for those whose sake I have been inscribed and described by the Father himself. I pulled myself together, and all the powers of royalty took up residence within me, while my energy was intensified. When I was ready to receive the robe, it freed itself from the wise tailor's hands and floated towards me. And a longing for it to be mine once again suffused me. and I wrapped myself in it and my royal cape. When I had clothed myself in the robe of glory, I set out for the land of peace and wisdom. And I bowed my head and threw myself into the blinding light emanating from the Almighty, who had sent me my robe of glory. For it was I who had obeyed his message, I who had kept my promise, and I settled down at the entrance of his ancient royal palace. He was glad to see me and welcomed me with open arms. The whole of creation sang hymns in perfect harmony. He even allowed me to enter the innermost chambers so that I could lay my gifts and the pearl before the Almighty himself. God bless you guys. Feel free to go back to the beginning. I shared some important messages. God bless you today. God bless you tomorrow. God bless you always and forever. Thank you for being here with me today. Have a wonderful night.